What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Whenever I'm at the bench building, I'm generally getting caught up on everyone's videos that has posted for the week. And this week, or today, while I was at the bench, I was watching Matthew at Model Car Videos question about show us your oldest as well as your coolest kit. Once I started listening to it, it turned out it wasn't Matthew's question. It was Jason at Hot Rod Model Cars video. So I went back and rewatched watched that one as well. And after watching it, I was like, man, I had to. I want to show y'all some of probably my oldest kit that I've got as well as my coolest. So I brought them in here today. I had to do a little research on the oldest kit just to make sure it was the oldest one that I had. And sure enough, this one right here, this is the Johan 1964 Plymouth Belvedere, done in the Richard Petty number 43 livery. I remember having this kit when I was a kid in 1974. I probably saved up my hard-earned allowance and went to probably my local hobby shop. I think it was my local hobby shop, which back then it was a hobby shop called Milton Bradley. And it was over in probably one of the first malls around in this area. It was called Cobb Center Mall, and they had a Milton Bradley hobby shop. And I'm sure I probably wasn't able to buy it the first time I went over there and seen it, but I saved my money and went back and purchased it. Built it up, probably turned out to be a glue bomb, but I know I had fun doing it. I'd probably built it over a weekend and 2 nights, and it probably sat on my shelf and probably led to the demise of either a firecracker or a BB gun or something like that. So, it's funny and ironic how a lot of these kits that I have generated over the years now, as far as in my stash, probably led to that demise. So, but now that I've got this back into my hands, I want to possibly one day do this. But this one right here, according to ScaleMate, was issued around 1974. So I would have been 11 years old. The original issue of this kit was 1967. You could have either built it as the 64 Plymouth Belvedere livery of Richard Petty, or done a NASCAR, I mean, not a NASCAR, but a funny car with it as well. So, but this one, 1974, man, I'm sure it was a glue bomb, but I'm going to try to do this one justice one of these days. So great to have this one, but this is my oldest one in my stash, and great to have it back again. I'm gonna set this over to the side. My next one's gonna be a shocker to a lot of y'all. I mean, a lot of you that follow my channel know I build a lot of cars and trucks and hot rods, but I also do figures, little small vignettes. As far as military, I don't do any armor, but I do occasionally build the aircraft. I'm around aircraft every day in my job. But this one right here, and I tell you what, I'm gonna lean back and show y'all the swag that I've had for a few years with this T-shirt right here, and it was kind of ironic that I pulled this out of the stash as my coolest kit. But I've also got the shirt on, not in honor of this. I didn't even plan this, but this kit right here I was looking for at my local hobby shop a while back. And this Tamiya F4U 1D Corsair is one that I was wanting to pick up. And when I turned around and went back the next weekend to pick it up at my local hobby shop, it was gone. And I was like, geez, man, I wish I'd have bought that. One of these days I'll find it. Sure enough, Vicky and I went on vacation one time. I think we were up in toward Tennessee on our vacation. And I went into a local hobby shop up there, and this was on the shelf, and I was like, nah, gotta have it. And they came home with me. So, a little backstory on this right here. This is one of my favorite aircraft. Growing up, I watched Baba Black Sheep, which was the TV show about the fighter ace Greg Pappy Boyington, and that's where I get actually my nickname Pappy comes from. So anyhow, with that being said, this kit right here, it is one of these. It's a great Tamiya kit. I can't wait. I haven't even opened it up. If you can see right there, the plastic's still on this. But the plans I have for this kit right here, it's a number one, it's a 1/32 scale, so it's fairly large, and it's going to take me a while to to actually get everything the way I want it as far as aircraft goes. But I bought this with intentions on which I just turned 60 years old. When I retire from my work, this is going to be the first thing that I do. Whether it's a couple of years from now or 5 or 6 or 7 years from now, this is going to be the kit that I open up the morning after I retire and I start. So it's great to have goals and goals in your life, but this is one of them. This is the kit I'm going to be doing the day I retire. So I hope I'm still alive in order to do that. But this one right here, this is the coolest kit in my stash. And to y'all, and to no surprise, I mean, it's not one of the cars or trucks or something like that. It is an aircraft. But I've always had a fond love affair with the Vault F4U Corsairs. I always love them. I even got a shirt. My buddy Rick's Papa Z over there, Rick Zink at Skeletal Remains. He gave me a couple of shirts when 1 year at a show we were attending, and this was one of them. And I've got another aircraft shirt in my dresser that I wear. I usually wear them when I'm at the bench, so it's pretty cool to have a shirt and have the kit, one of my coolest kits. So I guess when I start building this kit, I'll wear this shirt daily. It might get a little stinky. But anyhow, Jason, great question. Jason at Hot Rod Model Cars, great question. I hope this sheds some light on my oldest kit as well as my coolest kit in my stash. But have fun with whatever you're building, whether it's a plane, car, armor, figure, or what. Like I always say, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.